Tell us about this. It's a deal that's come together. You're getting to run it, and is there a chance maybe it gives you that itch to run some even more after this?
Hmm. It came together fairly short notice. I've run that race probably a number of times. I've run the race and come so close to winning. I think we got a second place finish, a third place, or a couple third place or fourth place finish and whatnot. But just come so close to taste it, but not not close enough to get the victory. And in what we're in August, so yeah, in like May or so, or April or May, I was approached to run the race, and decided to work with a team out of Vermont, Derek Ming, who's a co-owner of the teams. Used to actually be a Bush North official. Um, which it's kind of a small world, but he's since retired from working for NASCAR and does his own deal now. But um, Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, who's the presenting sponsor of for us, jumped on board. And it was also at that time when we said, well, how can we make this more than just about banking and just even more about more than me, right? I know people wanted me to come back and run the race, but I certainly just didn't want to do it for me. Um, so what we did was I put the wagon or the sort of the train back on tracks, with the Travis Mills Foundation. And right before COVID, Travis and I had done a really big fundraiser at the Homestead Miami Speedway, for the Cup race there. And I've stayed in touch with Travis throughout that whole time. Travis is a quadruple amputee, like I said, and he was blown up by a bomb in Afghanistan. So instead of just kind of letting his life go, well, as he says, is sort of go to waste and just getting into a depression and that he couldn't get out of, he started helping those similar stories to him. Other folks, men and women who sacrificed, physically and emotionally, for their country, and as well as the families. He started a nonprofit foundation to benefit them and help them get back on. I say back on their feet, but back in a way into society in a way that they feel like they can be a part of it again. So long story short, by running the race coming up here on the 27th, we have the opportunity to raise up to 50,000, if not more, but up to 50,000. An anonymous donor came on board once we announced this whole thing, and they said, "Okay, we'll give you $100 a lap for every lap you compete, and then we'll give you another $25,000 if you finish in the top five." So if you do the math, that's a maximum match of 50,000. We're also doing a small. We're also asking regular people who want to be involved in this whole thing to jump on board and support the foundation. So we've also got a small donation link set up for people that want to donate, a little bit of money here and there. And that's live on my Facebook page and basically across all my social media platforms. Um, and we've got a great response, from different media who don't normally cover racing. Um, and they want to tell the story. They want to tell Travis's story. Travis loves telling his story. He's a really funny guy to be around. I think certainly he's not let these challenges in life get in the way of him living a life to the fullest potential that he possibly can. In addition to inspiring everybody around him. So it's humbling to be affiliated with them and to play a small part in their operations and keeping them going.